Hello everyone, my name is Jeevan. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to create a new user into the Linux system. And I will also show you how to switch between the users. And the third thing I will also show you what when you create the user, what are the access that user are going to have. And fourth thing I will show you how to give the sudo privilege to the newly created account. The sudo privilege in the Linux is like giving an admin privilege, uh, meaning there is a sudoer file in the Linux system which tells what are the users allowed to get their privilege elevated, and what are the user can go into this admin, the root privilege. The admin privilege in the Linux is going into the root. The root is the main directory where they have the maximum level of privileges. So let's get into this lab setup and I will show you one after another. So here I'm in my lab environment. So you can see currently I'm logging into OS Box's username, this user. So to create the user account, so there is a just command add user, give it a name like Kali uh, user user one, Kali user just. So when you hit enter, it's saying only root may add a user or a group to the system. So meaning still this user have the sudoer privilege, but user does not have the whole itself does not have a admin privilege, this root level privileges. However, this user, the OS box user can elevate its access. So how to elevate user access? Use the sudo. So when you use sudo, the sudo is the command which is like a run as in Windows. So if you do sudo add user space the username Kali user, hit enter. So now it is asking you to put the password. Now again for the new password. This new password is for the new user that you are creating. So you can put password of your choice. Here, if you want, you can give the name here. I will just give the name user1 and I'll leave everything default. Then it is asking you to confirm the information. So I would say yes. So I have the new user, Kali user created in my Linux system. So first thing I will check whether I have the sudo privilege to, no, before this, I will show you how to switch to this user. Currently, I'm logging using the OS boxes. So I want to show you how I can go into login, switch to this user. So there is a command. So switch to user, just use su dash and the target user name. So it is Kali user. Put the password. So now you can see I have switched to the new user account. So let's try to check whether it get sudo access by default or not. If you try to do sudo su, so it asks for password. So here it says Kali user is not in the sudoer file. This incident will be reported. So did you notice there is a good thing in Linux because it also logging what is the malicious attempts are being made there as well. So it is also alerting you that someone is trying to do this thing and that person is not allowed to do it, and why that person is not allowed to do, because this user is not added into the this elevation role, the sudo file. So I will show you how to give this user sudo privilege. I'll go back to the uh, OS boxes. So then there is a command sudo user mod dash a capital G sudo and the user name to which you want to give the sudo privilege. Kali user. That's it. So this is there. So once you add this line, so this command is giving this Kali user to the sudo privilege. Now go back to this user again. Su Kali user something. Now you are back to Kali user and try to do sudo su. It is asking you to put the password here and you are into the root. So did you notice before before this it did not allow you to get into the root, and now you can get into the root using this Kali user account and can perform the admin level, the elevated operations. So just to summarize what I just try to show you how to create a new user with a basic privilege and how we can switch between the user. And the third thing I uh, shown you, the default user does not have the sudo privilege. The sudo privilege is like a run as run as privilege in Windows. So user can go into the root level and can perform the root related operations. And then I shown you how to give sudo file uh, access to any user, how to give the sudo the run as privilege, the sudo privilege to any user. Then after providing the sudo privilege, then I also shown you switching back to that user, and then using that account we were able to go into the root privilege. So that's it in this video. Hope this has been informative to you. If you like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.